Welcome to the page, and on today's video, we're going to be discussing something that I like to do from time to time, everyday fragrances for the modern individual. Let's get into it. So when I think about an everyday fragrance, I immediately like to think about something that I can just pick up, spray, move on. I don't have to really think about it. This is something I can wear for any occasion, any reason, whether I'm going to work, going to the gym, whether I'm going for a walk, whether I'm running an errand. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I want a fragrance that has that type of versatility. Now, I could have easily put on here high-end designer, high-end niche. I do have some of those in my collection. I don't really like talking about them on my page. That's just me. All the other ones who do it, listen, they do a great job, but you're not going to get it here. I'm more of the simple-minded individual. That's just how I am. I've come to that place in my fragrance journey where those things that I used to chase don't really matter to me all that much. I just want something that's simple and I can easily move with. So let's get into today's list. Kicking things off from the house of Loewe, this is 7 Cobalt. In my humble opinion, this is probably one of the true kings of versatility. This is blue, it's green, it's everything in between. This is a DNA that when you smell it, you're going to say, hey, I've smelled this before, and you would be correct. It kind of reminds you of Sauvage, might have a little bit of a Ventus in here, also Bleu de Chanel, all wrapped up in one. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is one that I love to gravitate towards. It's got some sage, black currant, has incense in here, has tonka to kind of make it, give it a little warm vibe towards the back, but this is truly a versatile fragrance, one that you could wear every single day, and I'm telling you, you won't regret a purchase like this. Next, we have Tumi's Awaken Distill. And I will be honest, if you're going to pick between the two Awakens that they have from the house, I would definitely choose this one because it is a little bit more mature than the original one. Not that the original one is overly youthful. That one actually has a mature lean to it, but this one is a little bit more mature, a little bit more reined in. I like this one very, very much. Has a little bit more character than the original one. Definitely gives you more of that YSLY intense, where the original one kind of gives you more of just the eau de toilette vibe. This one is very smooth, very well-rounded from out the box. The moment you spray this one, this will definitely grab your attention, and you will definitely realize that it reminds you of, you know, some other designer fragrances like that YSLY. And I'm telling you, this is another great pickup. Now, this next fragrance is replicating a DNA that I think is starting to wear thin a little bit, but I absolutely love this DNA. I love this style of that particular DNA. This is from Rue Broca, which is a subhouse of Afnan, and this is Thurum Matrix. Now, Afnan definitely has their take on this DNA as well, and why wouldn't their sister house have it as well? This is going after that absolute Aventus type DNA. This one is a little bit more fruitier. This one's a little bit more sweeter and not as dark as the original OG, but this one's really good. You can pick this one up for about $25, maybe even less, maybe $20. I picked this one up at Slow Mo Shop, and I know that you would enjoy this one as well. Sticking with the house of Afnan, we have 9 AM Dive. Now, this is my favorite fragrance from that particular line. When it comes to versatility, none of them will ever match this one right here. I just feel like this is one that you can definitely just grab and go. This one's gonna smell like other fragrances as well. They've got mint in here, you've got lemon, you've got green apple. I think there's lavender in here as well. This is a really well-balanced fragrance, one that you can pick up and wear every single day. Like I said, it will remind you kind of Bleu de Chanel, a little bit of YSLY, kind of mixed in together, maybe even a little bit of Sauvage in the back end of this one. But this is a perfect one that if you're looking for just one that can do it all, be all, this is a good one. Next is going to be a fragrance that comes from a house that doesn't get a lot of talk. And in my humble opinion, if you absolutely love anything you hear about this fragrance, get it now rather than later, because I know this line typically likes to discontinue some of their fragrances. They become hard to find. And eBay, Mercari, they're going to be asking $200 or $300 easily because that's how good this fragrance is. From Mercedes-Benz, this is going to be ultimate. And the best way that I can describe this fragrance is if you take something like a Greenlee, something like a YSLY, something like a Bleu de Chanel, mix them up together, even I would say more of the Sauvage Eau de Parfum, mix this one together, then you get this particular fragrance. Smells really amazing, lasts a long time, one that gets highly overlooked. Most people don't even know about this line, and you could be one of those who could pick this one up right now for the cheap and actually have a very fun time wearing it. The next fragrance is one of the most confusing releases that I have gotten my nose on from the house of Mont Blanc. This is going to be Legend Elixir. And the reason why I say it's confusing is because when I first got this one and I got my nose on it, I was expecting something along the lines of YSLY myself. Don't get me wrong, has a little bit of that vibe, but this one definitely kind of has a little bit more to it. This fragrance, when I first sprayed it on, wasn't really all that strong for, an elixir fragrance, but as it has begun to sit, it's gotten a lot more better. It has an alluring effect on it. I just can't put my nose on it. I would say this is about 30% YSLY myself, but this is still a very versatile fragrance, one that I know for a fact that 99% of the people who get their nose on it are going to say it has a very nice mass appeal feel to it and really would enjoy it. Swiss Swan Pepper, Balsam Fir, and Cedarwood. This is going to be L'Eau d'Issy Pour Homme from Issey Miyake, and this is the Eau de Parfum. This is going to be a true flanker to the original DNA. Now, it's not listed. They have a simple breakdown here. You do still kind of get that citrus yuzu vibe like you get from the original one. This one just, it's a little bit more mature than that one. That's definitely mature because it's aged really well. It has a modern edge as does this one, but this one's a little bit more modern performance on it, just as good as the original one. I get the same amount. I get about 6 to 7 hours of good performance. Definitely one that you can pick up, grab, spray, and go. This next fragrance is easily going to be the best performing on the list. Unmatched, 10, 12 hours plus, easily. Put it on clothes, maybe even 2 or 3 washes. From the house of Ahmed Al-Mangridi, this is going to be Cough. And you've probably seen this one having quite a bit of a new resurgence. This fragrance has been out for a while. This one smells a lot like the original Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce DNA. This one definitely has a Middle Eastern twist to it. It is what it is. But the fragrance itself lasts ridiculously a long time. If you just want something that has good staying power, that still has a nice mass appeal to it, check this one out. Hands down, my absolute favorite fragrance in my entire collection. That's niche, that's designer. Doesn't matter if it's high end, low end, cheapies, it does not matter. This is my favorite fragrance. I don't know what it is, what they're doing over there at Armoff, but they truly have grabbed my attention. This is going to be old money. And I've talked about it before on the page. This is Terre d'Hermès mixed in with that 2024 Dior Homme Parfum. I just absolutely love this one. Very versatile. Highly recommend this one. Lasts a long time. Now look, projection is not going to be overly extending or room filling. This is very moderate, but at the same time has a nice classiness to it, has an edge to it. One I feel like you should check out because it's very, very inexpensive. Closing this list out is still hands down the best versatile blue fragrance that has come out in a very long time from Ralph Lauren. This is going to be Polo 67, and this is the Eau de Toilette. I could have easily put the Extreme, put the Eau de Parfum. The reason why I chose this one is there's not much difference between the three. This one actually has a little bit more of a pop in the open as compared to the rest of them, and this is the cheapest and one that I know for everyday use, you can't go wrong with. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Every last one of these fragrances can be found at discounters. Remember to shop responsibly. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.